guys, running Kimono. So I'm giving you a tour of our basement. It's all been ripped up. As many of you know, we had a really bad flood last week, and the carpet was so wet that it turned into mildew, and it had to go. So ripping it all up and starting from scratch, well, that's been like what's been on the burner this week. My husband has been just doing a fantastic job, and I just wanted to give you a little walkthrough. A lot of you were really concerned, like, what happened to your stockpile, because my stockpile is in my basement, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of that as well. And if many of you are staying at home, like yours truly, I guess you're watching this, and if you're going out, please be safe and have a happy Halloween. Pumpkin wanted to wish you guys a happy Halloween, so please be safe. And let's just take a quick tour of this basement and what's happened in the last week. Well, the basement looks nothing like it did, and we've stripped all the carpet away. The carpet always had a very musty smell, and we thought that was coming from the barnwood, but I think it was indeed the carpet. And we have to find out where that mysterious water was coming from. Maybe when the snow starts to melt or something, we'll discover the place that an engineer or something like that will have to fix it, or put in a French drain or whatever. And you guys were so very helpful. Thank you. To shout out to everybody. Lots of ladies who work at carpet stores or own carpet stores who are subscribers were telling me, hey, you have 24 hours to get the water out of that carpet or it's toast. And it was in fact toast. But my husband just wanted to always redecorate our basement, so he just is stripping it down to the bones. And this is going to be a big, long winter project, because it's just, I don't think there's going to be a lot going on this winter, so he's going to take his time. But if you can see the progress from this was being a finished basement last week to now looking like this, I think he might get it done sooner than later. Like I told him, I said by December you're going to have drywall and everything painted, just because he just seems like he's moving really fast on this, because he's like, I'm just going to leave it like so. But this demolition, like, oh my gosh, I was really impressed with how fast he was with it. So that's what it looks like. And all the drywall, all the paneling, all the barnwood gone. We have a friend that does restoration, so they're keeping all of the barnwood, but everything else, we had to pay for a dumpster to put it all in, and that is not cheap. And this is the other office that we have in our home. And this paneling, my husband hates it, so he's going to be removing that. And then we're going to figure out if we're going to make this one big giant room or keep it in two. We have to figure out too if any of it is like structurally key to our home, so we're going to have to bring in an engineer or something like that to let us know. And then there's one of our cute kitties, and this is my stockpile room. We're just going to scoot into it, and I'm going to show you what I lost in this flood. Okay guys, so if you've been with me for a really long time, you've probably seen different variations of my coupon stockpile room, and there's a lot less stuff. I have donated a lot, like especially the SPCA needed cleaner and detergent, so I brought a lot over there. And it doesn't look as full. I've been giving and donating a lot of stuff away, and a lot of these totes are completely empty. I have been working on this to try to get a lot of like multi-surface cleaner and sponges for Christmas baskets for family and friends, but yeah, everything's looking pretty full. Now this is the biggest change. If you remember, those last two shelves were always full of paper. This is how I keep a lot of my Tide Pods, that sort of stuff. And I have this little cart for weird shaped shampoos and stuff. And at one point, guys, I'm like, what's that blue stuff? Oh, it's the Finesse that I bought a couple days ago. Oh my gosh, it's been a long week. But this little cart is really great. I just keep stuff there till I have to put it away. And the paper used to go this entire shelf. And I probably used one entire shelf of paper towel to try to sop up some of the flood. Just to show you, here it is. I mean, this isn't the greatest way to contain a flood, but maybe the water damage wasn't as much, but I just cost myself a lot of paper towel. And I'm just showing you some of the things I have been couponing for that are Lysol wipes, the different Swiffer products, and I put it all in its own shelf. And over here, it's just a little shelf of things to grab to go. My husband installed this last, I think, April, and I really appreciate it. And, this stuff that in case you need it in a pinch, it's right here. This stuff I'm not a fan of, but I do like the Germex the most. This one is so great in comparison. It doesn't have that heavy tequila smell, if this will ever focus. But yeah, just a new little place to put more of my stuff. And my husband very graciously put that up for me. So yeah, there it is. So guys, yeah, the stockpile wasn't hurt from this flood. Um, it's just a time of rebuilding and reorganizing. And it's been a heck of a week. Like I am absolutely exhausted, working in the basement, trying to, get things organized. But it is what it is. Okay, guys. So before I take off, today's the last day for the Beauty Enthusiast program over at Walgreens. Spend 50, get 5,000 points, and it tracks on the app. So if you are in the neighborhood of spending $5 to get the 5,000 points, go to the store before closing so you can get your 5,000 points. So if you're really close to reaching it, I would do it. I looked at my app today and I think I was $10 short. So I went and bought 2 soft soap body washes and another little bar of soap, and then I got my 5,000 points. So I would do this sooner than later, just because if you're close, like I'd say $10 or less, do it. But if it's a lot more, I would pass. Here's a little freebie for Walgreens shoppers. You basically upload a photo, pick it up in store so you don't have to pay for shipping, and use the code SPOOKY8x10 and you will get 1 free 8x10. And this is good through October the 31st, so do it sooner than later. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.